Hello, all of you cute beans out there, and welcome to the stream. I am RoR2, and this is more RimWorld tonight. We are going to be joined by Whiskers now, who will be doing art, but they're kind of ran into some technical problems, and I've been sitting here getting things set up for a bit, so we're just gonna jump in and do it with just RimWorld for now, and then we'll switch to the screen with Whiskers when he's ready. But for now, it is TF Tuesday, so transform me to your heart's content, everyone. So yeah, we're building a new bedroom over here.
Hey Ido, ducks underscore all underscore around is sending you a hug.
Ido. Always funny hearing how it always funny hearing how it pronounces people's names.
Yeah.
And yes, Demon, you are cute.
That he is.
So apparently I could do carvings, you know, fancy carvings that are cover. Apparently, I guess.
That are what?
That are cover. Basically artistic, oh shit, get behind cover.
Oh.
Now I can do this. It's a wall. It is not airtight. Change material. We'll go with plasteel. That still does not make it to airtight. Okay, I don't think we're gonna do one of these. At least not for this wall. Oh, hey there, Kuroy. It's good to see you. Oh, looks like Whiskers is back.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Ah, yes, the famous home of the Whiskers, the coconut.
Yes, you put the lime in the coconut. And mix it all up. Wait, we have a small sculpture that's excellent quality? Where? Unless it's counting this one. Because this certainly isn't that. There, we'll do it that way. Alright, so... I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and launch. I got a few people still in the hospital, but I'm sure it'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Yes, Dux. I requested something special tonight from Whiskers.
At the Hoboku.
That's what the arc is.
S. Neum. Wait, what? Huh? An actually decent location for one of these? That isn't entirely radioactive or... Huh? You know what? I'm just gonna take the W here.
Have things been really that bad?
Yes! Now, the last time I went for this ancient stockpile one, it was in the Scarlands. And radioactive fallout everywhere. There was horrible nonsense going on everywhere. This is unusual. Which makes me worry about what the hell is going to be waiting for me underneath. Hi, Guru.
It'll be fine.
I'm not so certain about that. Ah, there it is. We're dealing with a dry thunderstorm.
Electricity. Nyum.
Considering that this is a map full of dry grass, dry thunderstorms are going to spread horrifically. Yeah, like Guru said, it's usually Scarlands or Volcano or Hyperpollution or worse. Cosmo is cute. Alright, let's make a new lab here.
Lab to research the ancient artifacts.
Precisely.
Right, just need to get this, these. Oh, I don't know what this is, but sure. And this. Yum. I mean, it could be used for that too. We shall research better ways to make hash browns. We shall perfect the hash brown.
So, Ido, we might need to have a talk about, your choice of partner. I have concerns. I think he might be defective.
I mean, I could always ask Era for advice.
Ah, yes. What did Era suggest?
I haven't asked him yet.
Oh. Fair. Well, maybe not today, but in the near future. Might be a good idea. Well, I suppose I could leave this little space as a, one of those maintenance storage hatch location sort of things. Or use it as a workshop. That's probably a better idea. Oh, crap, there's still... Actually, we're going to be expanding the ship anyway, so it not fully fitting there, that's fine. We'll figure out what to do with this in a bit. For now, we'll just have it built. You know, one of those build it and they will come sort of situations. And then this will be turned into Raijin and I's private bedroom. Don't worry, Ido, you can come in and curl up on our laps. Or by that, I suppose I should say you can come in and take over the bed. And I guess if he keeps the hash browns out of the bed, because I don't want crumbs, Geeman can join too. I've sent him supersonic again. I am not sorry.
You gave Arcus all the Chaos Emeralds?
Sure! I mean, he does have that yellow fur at the top of his head there. Arcus Mania is one of the games of all time.
Where do we go? Okay, this way. What's this direction? Yum. What do you mean? I said this. I haven't had coffee. What's coffee?
I apologize for nothing, Era. I'm sorry, Era.
This is the era.
Offers the era hash browns. And hugs.
I know a portion of what you're going through.
Oop. Apologies. Let me get that.
Alright, Era. Alright, let's go get some AC in there. And some lights. Alright. And this down here can be deconstructed. So that way we can make room for moving bed around and stuff. Let's start by removing the floor in there, though. And our library is nice now. What can I do to improve the quality of the library? Apparently map regions are a thing. I was trying to look up the library info and
What's that do?
I don't know. I just know that apparently there can be issues with them. So I'm assuming it's one of those I am assuming that it is one of those situations of a kind of like chunks from Minecraft, you know?
Ah,
Where you can have issues with those.
ew.
Uh-oh.
Who joined?
I don't know.
Oh, Raijin.
Why do you say uh-oh when I join?
Because
You
something was
don't-
breaking on the stream.
Yeah.
The Discord reactive was apparently your presence was too great. But it has recovered.
I am too towards reactive. Pray I do not break more with my presence.
Yeah, the stream is kind of being held together with paper clips tonight. And scotch tape. We don't know. We tried to get some duct tape, but no, there's just none. So we're working with what we got.
Sorry, I ate it.
Ah, that's where it went.
Why do they call it scotch tape when you can't even get drunk off of it?
Oh my god. Mwah, the region.
This stream brought to you by Office Supplies.
Alrighty, let's get that royal bedroom set up, shall we? a royal poster bed. Yes.
Sleep well, ducks.
Good night, ducks.
Good night, ducks. So how are the two lovebirds?
Brr.
Just in case you can't hear it, Geeman squeaking has gone supersonic again.
Nuzzle the synth.
I think we're going to get... I think we need to get Geeman's a studio quality microphone to capture the frequencies that he squeaks at.
He just keeps going.
The way it's coming through, it almost sounds like just squeaking in the distance,
It
far off
does.
across the hills.
It really does. Ah, yay, the final, we can finally go make, proper combat arm... Never mind. We need more research. What is it that I'm missing? Oh, the nanolathe. Okay. Let's get that research next. Oh no, we'll do shields next. And then we'll research all that. Oh, apparently that's not required for that. Okay, fair enough. There. Who needs rescued and what? Oh, Achi's gone into labor. Gather for the childbirth. We will, of course, have, you know, the royal needs to be there. Myself, I need to go kiss the baby and such. You know, that's what politicians are supposed to do.
And remember, if you're a VOD viewer or a lurker, you too can be in this game giving childbirth. All you have to do is stop by at twitch.tv/RoR_Zen and say hello.
Oh, it's not quite that simple. They do need to play a card, but...
This stream also brought to you by a childbirth.
I don't
I'm telling you, ever since we put that collar on Ido, he's been going places.
I am okay with this. It's adorable.
Also, it could be that simple. Except you would just have to say also if someone could play a card for you. Because some of us have like a billion of those cards and you don't play enough games for us to use them all.
Fair. I try to include enough. Well, there's plenty of options right now, Guru. I've got... let's see... I've got 3 unnamed or unclaimed Avali and a Griffin that hasn't been claimed. Oh, hey, we got one of the stockpiles opened. Yeah, there's 4 of them
Then I
available
have
right now,
46
Guru.
cards.
Of the name a thing?
I could do no other.
T_Garu wants that Griffin to be named Garu.
You got it, Guru. They're also good at animals.
I could do no other.
Riddy wants that the 2 cuties in voice to be named Dog and Synth. You may now lick the bride.
Well, thus I dub their names. Dog and Synth. Aww. Well, that sucks. I was gonna give everybody a nice swimming pool. But apparently I can't build that on the graph ship.
Aw.
Oh,
I don't know
I'm
why.
never quite so comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
Nothings has purchased 10 tabletop cards packs.
Oh, thank you, Ido.
Sure.
Cosmo, we have 3 of Ollies that are still available. Female, male, and male.
I could do
Dang.
no other.
Kenku wants that female Avali to be named Marigold.
Kenku, do you just have a whole bunch of Avali characters that I'm unaware of?
Gestures at Kenku's name.
Well, I mean, I do prefer that they be named after people or similar. You don't have to claim them just for the sake of claiming them. Just so you know. Is anybody going to go gather Atchi? Okay, Hunter's going to do that. Okay. I'm just sitting here like, are you just gonna make the, one about to give birth, are you gonna make them just crawl over to the hospital?
Well, Ido did say the stream was brought to you by childbirth, not by ambulatory services.
Ah, fair, fair. What? Okay, that is a problem. So, the doctor that was supposed to do this apparently decided that they were just, that they did not want to, handle childbirth at this time and went off to have an alcohol binge.
I mean, I do the same.
I'm gonna get rid of that.
Well,
And
I think
this.
that doctor just lost his license.
It is Hunter. I am fixing it. There we go. Please go reattend the birthing ceremony thing. Oh, do I have to? Okay, cancel. Yes, I'm gonna cancel the childbirth because I guess I can do that.
Sorry about your water breaking. We just can't fit it into the schedule though, so could you come back in like 2 to 3 months maybe?
No fucking joke on that one.
Oh.
I think that right there might be a contender for one of the funniest moments I've had on RimWorld.
Oh, I thought you were playing Big Ambitions this whole time. It sounds just like New York City.
Oh, God, Raijin, why? Right, I was gonna turn that little space into a maintenance room. Ah, good, we ended up having a healthy child. The first baby in the colony.
Nice.
No, I don't want a baseliner. We're gonna give you... let's see. We don't have any cats yet. There. You are cat.
They have been upgraded to cat.
Upgraded is a term for it. Sunbathing not possible under a roof. Okay. Can we really research glass and then have that? Is this, that's Glassworks TV. How do I get glass roof? I never researched basic electronics. Really? I am all over on this research tree.
I don't think how convoluted
I
it is.
could do no other.
Kuroi_Isu wants that a cat to be named Kuroi.
Okay, Kuroi, you shall be baby. Well, no, Kuroi, but that's the only cat that we have. Apparently the baby has been put into a full-on bed. I'm just working with what I got here, Kuroi. Pat the Ido.
I'm free. Like,
Pat, 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 the
whack.
item. Okay, bro.
Roll.
He gets so excited that he starts rolling. It's adorable.
Yeah, at first you think he just wants belly rubs, but then he keeps rolling, and you're like, oh, there he goes.
Ooh, Altex. Alright, put that all together in there. Let's, get some flooring. We'll just do this for the rest. Alright, modular couch. What do I have the most of for resources? Looks like alpaca wool. Or plain leather. Alright, we'll go with plain leather. It looks, I like the looks of it better. So, what side is the back and which side's the front? I think this is a back? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it. Oh, I see how it works. Okay. Neat. We'll do that. And then this one will be that. And then this one is a corner. Wow, they have a lot of options.
A wise choice for leader.
Merle underscore 2009 has purchased 10 avatars and Martin's packs.
Oh, Merle, thank you. Thank you so much for that purchase. Good night, Era. Sleep well.
Rest well.
Why? What'd you do to him now, there, Boku?
You just shared some information with him.
So, some context, near the end of the, date, we, beat a, boss, and it dropped a certain piece of armor that, is called the cooking tub piece. And basically, it's a piece of armor that looks like a cooking pot.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Oh no, I think we're out of cloth. And congrats on the legendary. Right, it requires a different kind of glass. What the hell kind of glass does it require?
Squeaky?
And where do I make it? Actually, these we will do 1 per person plus 2. We'll make 100 glass, sure. And why do you all keep collapsing due to exhaustion? You have a sleep time. Go sleep. You were already in sleep time. Why weren't you sleeping?
But ruins.
Oh, God.
And now we shall ask Crowbot, what is sleep? Ah, yes, I see. Sleep is you color things with crayons.
Oh, God. Poor Key is just wandering around, unable to do anything right now. We'll get you taken care of soon. Pet the idol.
River.
What are you up to over there?
I'm just playing some Tim Tam.
Ah. Okay, random animal has decided to go manhunter. It's gonna come wander over to my base and get blasted to pieces. This is fine. Merle, yes, we do have, some volleys that have not been claimed yet. Ah, we have a wanderer that wishes to join. Why was there just a child wandering around? Yes, get in here.
I could do no other.
Merle underscore 2009 wants that one of the Avalists to be named Merle.
Okay, Merle. We'll give you this one because the other one currently does not have a spine. At least not until we research the bionics. We gotta get Giemond a new left... Or what was it? What are you missing again? Right arm and right leg. Both of those are missing.
Yeah.
Oh.
He needs both of his arms replaced. I have no idea about everybody else. Oh. Raijin is missing his left kidney. And also his right ring finger. Sada's fine. Achi is fine. Ido's fine. Mala's fine. Frost Husky. Their nose is shattered. Their left eye was cut out. And their left leg has a cut scar. Merle, you're missing your tail. Guru, that redemption really doesn't help us. Also, apparently this child that was wandering around is the daughter of the Avali that is currently missing their spine.
Oh.
Ooh.
In the meantime, I'm gonna make an actual proper little bit of nursery thing here.
Fang knuckles.
The first child of the colony will be spoiled. The second child, not as much.
Not so certain about that one.
The first child of the colony won't be spoiled. The second child, also not.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's definitely Geeman's fault.
Sprouts?
Precisely.
Demons.
Yeah.
Approaches the Geeman and lightly bites him on the snoot.
Good boy. So Zem,
Yes, my darling love.
if I were to make an Avali character, would it be a Rivali?
Probably. Good to hear, Ren.
Good to hear. Glad you're feeling better.
So precious.
Zem, did you share the thing with Ren yet?
Which thing? Oh, right! No, I did not. Thank you for reminding me. Ren, join voice. I was going to, but he didn't join voice yesterday, so...
I mean, I wasn't feeling well, so...
Yeah, but just want to prove my point. You see, they do carry otter pops there.
Yeah, you told me.
I'm just saying. Because you were saying that they didn't, but literally, I asked Raijin for it, and it didn't even take him a minute to send that photo.
I mean, yeah, you told me this already.
Wow. Teasing him while he's sick is no fun.
No, what I'm saying is that even though I was on voice, you did told me about this in stream.
He's so reasonable. Ren, we need you to be sick for WoW traditions.
Actually, you know, things might actually go okay then.
Oh. So yeah, I believe you. I just probably can't find it. In the store, I should say. I probably should just order online, just have it pick up in store. Since I can't seem to find it. I didn't look too hard for it, but knowing that it's there, it's like, oh, okay.
I can tell you exactly where it is without ever having been inside your Walmart, though. Like, why aren't you just asking me?
I thought every Walmart was gonna be different, from my experience.
Actually, the whole idea of most corporations is that they make it so you walk into one, you've walked into all of them.
It also doesn't help that I literally have the job that involves, knowing where all of the inventory is and how it's intentionally arranged between store and store, and if there are any minute differences between each store.
So where could it be at then?
It's going to be on the same aisle as your juices. so your orange juice and your apple juice and all of that, there's going to be a section probably in the middle of the aisle that has all of the kids drinks, your Kool-Aids, your Kool-Aid twists, Capri Suns, all of that.
Okay.
On the bottom shelf, to the left of all of the Capri Suns and Kool-Aids, will be all of your ice pops.
Okay.
It'll probably spread out across 2 shelves, and it's on the bottom.
Got it. I'll look over there next time I go to Walmart.
Run, Ido!
So
Good boy.
Ido is a good. So the thing that changes between the stores, that layout in particular is mostly going to remain the same. Even though the regular juices, the bulk juices, and the kids pack juices are separate modulars and technically could be separated, the thing that's going to change between store to store is what it's across. In my store in particular, those are all across from the nuts and the flavored waters like the Propels and all of that stuff. But at other stores, it's actually going to be across from the soda roller.
Find that pen. Oh my god, my brain. Pen.
Pat.
Sound it out.
Oh, that can't.
You
I found
can't
that very
sound it out?
interesting. Fascinating? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, actually. I keep going fascinating for some reason. Like, no, that's not it.
But yeah, most
Fascinating is what you need to be doing to your master.
most corporate stores like that, you're just, you know, it's all gonna be in the same place, every store.
I mean, I will defend Rin here. There are a surprising amount of differences between Walmarts, and I think technically speaking, they're still doing remodels nationwide. So there's going to be some Walmarts that are still at the old format. In particular, this means that their pets department is going to be located on the other side of the store as all the groceries and everything else. Even though modern Walmart has pets department right next to the paper goods, and also it also depends on the square footage they had to work with and the size of the building. So some Walmarts, they had a bigger corner space for their pets department because they were able to put the dairy department somewhere else. Because most importantly, the dairy department needs to be right next to receiving because you need to be able to take the milk directly from the cool truck to the cooler. Because that is the most sensitive product for temperature change. So it has to be moved directly from cooler to cooler. And that changes a lot on the layout of the store. But once you get past those bigger decisions of how the store is laid out, on the smaller level, like it doesn't matter wherever your juices are. Once I know where your juices aisle is, which is probably going to be something like aisle A16 or aisle A17, somewhere in that area. Once I know where your juices are, I can tell you it's going to be on the bottom shelf. Your apple juice is going to be roughly in the middle. Right next to that is going to be your Capri Sun, your Kool-Aid Jammers. And on the bottom shelf around that area is going to be all of your ice pops.
Guys, we are literally underground. Dealing with potentially hostile things, and you're getting into a fight. Really? Oh no, I don't got hit. Tend to him.
And like another thing that can lead to small variations is also like depending on the size and the business of the Walmart, you can have different layouts for frozen section. So bigger Walmarts in the big town that I have to go to sometimes have an extra aisle of frozen products that my Walmart doesn't. And because of that, a whole lot of aisle structure gets shifted because it creates an odd number of frozen foods. So the result is they have an aisle where it's frozen on one side and red on the other side. Where at my store, it's tea and coffee on one side and red on the other side. Save me from Walmart, please. I know too much.
That is the plan.
Hugs, hugs.
Then comes Walmart 2.0.
Then he goes
Oh, no.
works for Sam's Club.
Oh my god, I would love to work at a Sam's Club though.
Or Costco.
Not the response I was expecting.
Dude, Sam's Clubs are like way more respectable as a place to work than Walmart. Like internally, if you move to a Sam's Club, you're probably getting a huge step up in pay raise, and you're going to have a much more chilled clientele.
Well, we found the parts that we were looking for.
Because crucially, like my Walmart discount doesn't apply to anything in Sam's Club as well. So like I have no reason to go shopping at Sam's Club because I could just get my stuff at Walmart with my discount. The big points, the Walmart discount would be better if you do more purchasing of general merchandise. But now our discount applies for all of grocery. So bulk grocery shopping at Sam's Club with a discount, absolutely amazing.
Nice.
Alright, well, we got that taken care of.
Plus, if you work at a Sam's Club, you get to see people fight over the Pokemon cards. That's always a great spectacle.
I've been putting this like watching the entire time, like just eating popcorn.
I don't get to see any cool Walmart fights at my Walmart because we don't even get Pokemon cards anymore. Our vendor literally just gave up on providing Pokemon cards for us. We have like nothing of Pokemon in my store except for like the freaking Pokemon Hershey's Kisses and now Pokemon Pirate's Booty popcorn.
What?
Pirate's Booty is the brand of bagged popcorn. Okay.
Ah.
I don't know if I like this thing. A limited use psychic effector. It twists and reshapes the musculature of the target, causing them to transform into a terrifying creature. And it's from Anomaly, so I know it's not going to be a pretty sight at all. Not a TF gun. Or I guess, okay, fine. It's TF. It is bad TF. And you wonder why Furvis bites you, Guru. That comment right there. That is why you get bit. Well, that's why you're going to get bit more. Keep that kind of activity up, and yes. Many chomps are headed your way.
The duality of Zim's characters. Either he bites you or he sets up a trap to shoot an arrow in your butt.
Nothing in between.
So we're just cut off all on that spectrum.
Oh, he does plenty of biting.
Quest active. Mech cluster with a sun blocker? Ah. So they're just gonna block out the sun for a while. I mean, I don't really rely on the sun, so that's fine. Though it does suck for my, loungers here that I was trying to build and set up. Oh, there's the glass that I need. Oh, that's why it's been playing the anomaly music. We have shamblers that wandered in. I've been sitting here like, why the hell is it playing the anomaly horror music? Thought I was gonna run into something horrifying down in that, bunker. But no, there's just some shamblers. That's all. Alright. We've got nothing else of value down here, it looks like. So let's go ahead and exit. Take everybody with ya. All that, that. Don't really care about those chunks. We'll bring up the Evalies and go bury them. We don't really need to, but I'm gonna do it anyways. You just go ahead and exit now. Since apparently you're starving and need food. Oh, that thing is rotting. Okay, never mind. I can stay there. We will claim this. And allow stranger corpses in it. And no, you're fine, Guru. You're fine. It's just fun to tease you about it. There, another sarcophagus to bury one of them in. They have been dead for 8.4 years. There, they're being laid to rest properly in a sarcophagus. How long has the other one been dead for? 2.6. Buddy, you were down there with that body just rotting down there for 6 years? I mean, fair enough, I guess. But yay, we got the part we needed in our first go. I definitely was not expecting that. Part of me was wondering if the game purposely sets it up so that way it's always the last one you go down into. I suppose that's an option, Guru. I guess the door could have, well, they were down there for 6 years. They were dead for 2 years. The other one was dead for 8 years. If they were both down there at the same time, then one of them was down there with a corpse just sitting there for 6 years.
Great master. I think I'm gonna go to bed now.
Good night.
Have a good
Sleep
night.
well.
You too. And have a good night, Raijin.
Ah, they laid the other one to rest as well. Even though after I leave here, all of these are gonna be squashed into oblivion, you know, it's fine.
Man, it would suck to be squashed into oblivion. Just think of all the NPCs you'd have to deal with trying to explain your situation.
And then watch them as they just kind of sink into the ground.
And you're just like, oh, that's how that happens. Huh. So, Ido, what's the cutest Temtem? Tell me.
Nothing in my party thus far. I'm still near the beginning. Those are because I keep running around and I'm just grinding. I do have the dex right up next to me, so give me a second.
Zim, how about a Temtem Scar campaign? Eh?
Again, the only thing holding us back from a bunch of campaigns is time and having a storyteller to run it.
Actually, I lied. Right now, the best thing in my party is the Platy Pet.
Okay, I mean, teasing aside, I think I want to see an Navali campaign before anything else. Navali campaign sounds great.
I really need more cloth. We can call it the Nugget Nuisances. Is that you volunteering to run it there, Key? And thank you for the, thank you, Key, for the cloth.
Do I mean, he has such a busy schedule, though. Do we really want probably the only campaign we'd get from him to be wasted on an Navali campaign?
Why
He
would
would
it be a
probably be
waste?
great. He would probably be great at the Kingdom Hearts campaign.
Ah, that's what you're wanting. You want Key to run the Kingdom Hearts one. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine his voice as he's trying to explain to you how the enemy is trying to Nort you?
Well, Key, how about how about a Kingdom Hearts campaign then? We could call it Kingdom Hearts Intruders. So it shortens to Key. I mean, while the games are Guru, that does not mean that you can't run a campaign set in the same universe. After all, Sora is not the only Keyblade wielder.
Oh wait, that reminds me. Hold on, I need to pull something up. Okay, yeah. So I I accidentally found out some very funny stuff about Kingdom Hearts that I didn't know before. So first of all, Kingdom Hearts, as it is right now, has concluded finally. Um, Finally, the Dark Seeker Saga is what it's called. So everything before now has just been one arc of the Kingdom Hearts story. Okay. Now, the Dark Seeker Saga, which it starts with Birth by Sleep, I think technically something like that. I don't know. Timeline funky funkiness. So all of the games where you're playing as Aquas Ventus, Sora, Kairi, Riku, etc., that's all Dark Seeker stuff. Kingdom Hearts 4, which will be released at some point, is going to start the Lost Master arc. Okay. Take note of this. It's the Lost Master arc and the Dark Seeker saga. Now, all of the prequel material in Kingdom Hearts up to this point has been the Key series, and that's Key as in the funky little X with a squiggly. So first of all, he is already inside Kingdom Hearts. So let's be honest here. It's even spelled KHI. So come on. But I really wanted to point this out because the English translation is Key Series, Dark Seeker Saga, and Lost Master Arc. And this frustrated me to no end that I decided to do a whole bunch of research on Japanese press releases to take a look at this. And there's absolutely no reason that this got translated into 3 different words for the plot arc, because all 3 of these are described using the word hen.
You getting enough oxygen over there, Raijin?
I am so frustrated about this, okay? So it's the Key Hen and the Dark Seeker Hen, and the Lost Master Hen, or something like that. I don't know, katakana, whatever. But there's no reason for them to have translated this because I even looked at it. They use the same exact kanji, so it's the same exact word. Basically, the word meaning story arc in Japanese. So for some reason, the English localizers decided when they're looking at this mess of a story, they're going to describe the 3 separate arcs: the key story arc, the Dark Seeker story arc, and the Lost Master story arc, using 3 different words to depict that they are story arcs. Ah, I-
Nuzzles the Raijin.
Just for clarity, the key story arc is all of the stuff that's is going back to like the very first original Keyblade guy who had the funky special Keyblade that could report about things in the future. So he made the journal and gave it to his 5 disciples, but each journal had a lie to make them all hate each other and go at war with each other. Leading up to when the Keyblade split. So it starts with the whole thing where Xehanort is starting to get all Norted about the idea of putting the 10 pieces together to make the true Keyblade and do Nort things. And it concluded with Kingdom Hearts 3. So Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to start the Lost Master story arc, which means we have another 3 decades of Kingdom Hearts in our lives to look forward to. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, Key. Yeah. Just, yeah, that's all I've got to say on this.
Okay, I think I'll probably have to hop out of this now. Get ready for tomorrow. So I'll catch y'all later.
I don't.
Yes.
You're a good boy. I'm gonna pet you and scratch your head and make sure you get lots of belly rubs.
Wag, wag, wag. Nuzzles you all.
Sleep well.
Yeah, you do.
Have a good night, Ida.
Good night. Y'all take care.
You do, precious.
But yeah, I just wanted to rant about the fact that, like, I don't know why the localizers decided to. It's such a small thing, but this kind of thing happens all the time. When you take Japanese media that's translated to English, the English localizers will just decide for no apparent reason to change something that really doesn't need to be changed. And it just like ruins so much contexture. And like, sure, you can argue this doesn't actually change anything about the Kingdom Hearts, but it's why? Well, why use a different word for the story arcs? In Japanese, they use the word hen every single time. But in English, no, we have the arc and the story and the part and the episode. Like, imagine if you're watching Star Wars and you have episodes 4, 5, and 6, and then parts 1, 2, and 3, and then arcs 7, 8, and 9.
Oh, and let's not forget 352 divided by 2.
Then that is a game. I know you're making fun of it. That's not even the most ridiculous Kingdom Hearts game name. So, like, chill. I'm talking about the overall art piece, okay?
Isn't he adorable when he's passionate about stuff, everyone? I love you, Raijin. Mwah.
Like, I just don't know why you're going over 358 divided by 2 days when Kingdom Hearts HD 2 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue plus is right there.
Because at least that one doesn't have math in it.
There isn't math in 358 divided by 2 days. They just decided to name it 358 divided by 2 days.
Yeah, they put math in
At
there
no
for
point do
even
you have to-
for no reason, period.
At no point do you have to consider why you're dividing 358 by 2 days.
Then why did they name it that?
Why did they name it Birth by Sleep then? Just consider the mechanical implications of Birth by Sleep. Just think about what that could possibly mean and realize 358 divided by 2 isn't so bad after all.
Oh no, it's still bad. It's all bad.
How dare you call Shion's story bad?
Who?
What do you mean, who? Shion is an integral part of the story, Zim.
I said what I said.
I will not be dated by my boyfriend. I love you.
You what?
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Kazu_the_Avali raided my stream with 14 viewers.
Hello there, Kazu. Welcome in. How was your stream? Would you like a regular shout out or a random clip from your channel brought up, Kazu? And welcome in, everybody. I am RoR2. We are currently playing some RimWorld. And also discussing Kingdom Hearts. We also have Wicked Whiskers down there in the bottom left, drawing some art. We have a lot of tabletop games throughout the week. Pathfinder, several Pokemon games, a couple of Digimon ones, a Star Wars tabletop RPG that we have going every now and then. We have just a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of different games. We'll take a look at this clip. Okay, I think I just saw Kazu throw a dynamite, a stick of TNT at somebody. Did I just witness a murder? Do I need to talk to my lawyers?
It's just a warning if you continue to try and suggest that Shion was not an integral part of the story.
I'm in danger!
Anyway, I was just saying, like, it was a funny thing that came to my attention because I was looking into some of the Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff, and I just get so frustrated about that kind of stuff with the localization because it really diminishes if you actually like really get into the stories. And I don't actually care about the Kingdom Hearts story, but I care about the principle of the matter because I've seen this exact thing happen to medias that I've really enjoyed and that I've really liked. Like, for example, if you take a look at The Legend of Zelda, there's this entire element to the history of The Legend of Zelda with the very first dude, the villain from Skyward Sword, was actually the one that cursed Link and Zelda's timeline to be trapped in this perpetual loop of fighting against, you know, they have to constantly fight against Ganon. And it's this eternal struggle and this eternal loop. And the curse is called, it would be translated in English to grudge. And that grudge actually shows up in Breath of the Wild, which should have been a very important lore impactful thing. But then in Tears of the Kingdom, the grudge is gone and it's replaced with miasma. Now, we don't have those words in English. It was just kind of, sort of hand waved around. But the difference in the color between the purple goop in Breath of the Wild and the red goop in Tears of the Kingdom is supposed to be lore important. But we completely lost that aspect of the lore in English because they just decided, whatever, who cares? The words they use in the original translation obviously aren't important in any way, so we'll just write whatever we want to write.
I love you, Raijin.
I love you too. But that's why there's an island called Shrine Island, and there is no shrine on Shrine Island. It's because of a mistranslation because the localizers are stupid. Boy, I can't wait to eat some jelly-filled donuts. Eats a rice ball.
Thanks for the raid again, Kazu. I appreciate it.
Anyway, back on Kingdom Hearts. So my recommendation for an actual Kingdom Hearts campaign, I think there's a lot of potential. I mean, I guess you could say it's just like a Kingdom Hearts inspired campaign at this point, but I think there's a lot of potential to just step away from the whole Disney element of it and go to like the core original roots of the fairy tales and use those as plot devices in the story.
Yeah, I saw they said they went to dinner, but, I was just going to, I figured I could say that anyways. Maybe they're still listening. I don't know.
Also, hello everyone. I'm sorry you had to listen to me rant about Japanese translations. I promise I don't do it that often.
A note to self, I'm not letting Ido use this weapon I'm currently using in this game.
You would dare deny our good boy a toy?
I don't want him to blow himself up!
Oh, well, that's fair.
But Yeemans, if you don't provide enough toys to your, new partner, you will be the squeaky toy.
I am planning on giving him some, explosion-resistant armor.
I was worried. Okay, so apparently this place is just going to constantly get swarmed by shamblers on the edges of it. I guess that is my fate for this map. I knew it was too good to be true.
Yeah, it's kind of a newer thing though, Whiskers. But yeah, that is absolutely a thing now. Good night, Merle.
Good night, Merle.
But yeah, the second screen viewing is definitely frustrating.
So, Key, clearly what you gotta do is quit your job and just storytell for me full time. That is totally a financially sound decision.
Yeah, you can be chained up in the basement with all of the artists because storytelling is an art form, and you, Key, are a wonderful artist.
Also, I will be right back.
I make fun of it. Like, I kind of understand the jelly donut thing. It's a very funny meme, but there's a lot of cases where, like, Digimon in particular is something that I'm very upset about because so much was actively ruined in the 4Kids translation. There's a lot of like wonderful subtextual things throughout the process of Digimon Adventure 1 and 2 that just don't exist in English translation. First of all, like I enjoy the Digimon rap, but the original Japanese music for Digimon Adventure 1 and Digimon Adventure 2 are so freaking good. And so much got lost without that. Like, when you're going through that part of the story where Matt is having the whole existential crisis about not being a good enough friend and having to butt heads with Ty all the time. He has his own special song that plays explicitly only on one episode, and it's the acoustic version of '07. And that song brings tears to my eyes because it's just so good. It's so soulful and it speaks so much to it. But instead, you just get everything ruined by like the fact that the only song they had was the Digimon rap. Like, oh, the anime is starting. Let's play the Digimon rap. Oh, they're digivolving. Let's play the Digimon rap. Oh, the show is over. Let's play the Digimon rap. There were so many great songs in just the first season, and then in the second season, I don't know what it is with Japanese media and sequels, but I swear to God, so many sequels just randomly will have a jazzy soundtrack, and I love it. The jazz soundtrack for Adventure 2 is so cool and so good. But like, I mean, it's not that I hate the Digimon rap. It's just I feel so bad for people that experience Digimon without getting that cool guitar riff of Bravehearts whenever the evolutions happen. Um, that guitar riff is so good. That guitar riff, like, single-handedly is better than almost everything else in Digimon ever. God, it's so nostalgic for me.
Alright, I am back. Sorry about that, everyone. Mwah, the raging. Alright. Let's go ahead and head down again. This time we'll take you. Yeah, Eric can go. And Seda. Well, Blue Bat, unfortunately on that front, we really could not say. Because that all depends on the storyteller that we get to run it. Alright, so we got... Well, let's go through this door first. Gib, Era. Go there, the rest of you over to here. Oh crap, I brought you down. You get out of here. Alright. What have we got in here? Well, we've got
Oh, go ahead.
We've got a security terminal. I don't see any traps, so cool. And go ahead.
Yeah, you were talking about what's inside.
What's inside the woman?
A sleeping Rex.
Ah.
Well, so, I mean, to be honest, like, I keep recommending the Kingdom Hearts campaign, mostly as a joke, because the idea of a Kingdom Hearts campaign using Scar is kind of funny. But also, realistically, like, Recallers of the Lost kind of already takes a very similar functional approach to that, which is you have a hub world and then a whole bunch of other disconnected worlds that you can visit. But what you said, Key, is correct that like part of the charm is the familiarity, because you're playing Kingdom Hearts, you're seeing all these Disney stories that, you know, maybe you haven't watched all the Disney movies, but you still know quite a lot about it, because if you haven't watched the Disney movie, you've probably seen a lot of the fairy tales that inspired those Disney movies. And that kind of thing, I think, just as an overall structure, is pretty functional for a tabletop setting overall.
I don't know if it would be a nightmare to run. I think it might be just fine, honestly.
But also a fun part about this idea is if you were to go along with that, considering the nature of how it's run on the channel, every single world, everyone would also get special little costume talkies, which would be so cool. I'd feel bad for Roy, but it would still be cool.
I don't think we'd be doing that. As cool as it would be, that would just... That would be a lot.
No, it's fine. I mean, let's be real. Every session is just going to be talking for 4 hours, so like, what? You only need to get a new set of talkies twice a year or so.
Oh, God. Well, we're not finding a whole lot down here yet. I know we're not going to find more Gravlight stuff. But we are finding a lot of survival meals. And we are rather low on steel, so that's a plus.
The other fun part about this Kingdom Hearts campaign idea, I mostly say this as a joke, but it's a very funny joke. It's more so you're picking the storyteller because you want to hear them do a Donald Duck impression.
Oh, God. Or Mickey Mouse. Are you volunteering, Geemond?
No. I know my explanations. It would not be good. Anyway, I think I'm gonna hop off.
Alright, sleep well. Thanks for hanging out.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
Alright, so we got Whiskers taking a break right now, everyone, so we'll just go ahead and go full screen.
And you know, I think I don't know if this opinion is shared with many others, but personally, I've just always really liked the aesthetic of a blade that's also a key, and the whole, you know, balancing aspect that was introduced with the hearts and the body and all of that. Like that's personally one of the things that I find fascinating is whenever you put the balance of heart, body, and soul and all that in your story.
So you might say body, mind, and soul? Eh?
It's a keyblade to the heart, not the mind.
Alright, Gib Gab, go activate the Hunter drone, and hopefully you can run away in time. You did not run away in time. Hang on. There are no more doors, and yet I can see that there's more rooms over here. Yip Gab, you go ahead and
Well,
exit.
That's fair, Key. I guess it would be more appropriate to say heart, body, and mind. It's just that everyone in Kingdom Hearts has the capacity of mind of Kyrie, gestures at Kyrie. Let's talk about dot hack.
Era, why did you go in front of the, He just decided to go sit here between the gunfire to eat a meal. And now he's walking in front of the... Wow.
I really, really like dot hack. I was really into it. Like, dot hack is probably why I'm like kind of passionate about Kingdom Hearts, is because I respect the vision, because I went through it with dot hack. But it is very, very funny to me that there exists a probably large population of people whose only experience with dot hack is dot hack Legend of the Twilight Bracelet, and that has shaped their entire impression of what dot hack is. For Zim, since I'm guessing you know much about dot hack, Legend of the Twilight Bracelet was it was the very Japanese one, you know, in the very stereotypical weird Japanese way.
I never played any of the dot hack games, but I did watch all of the animes. Or at least all that were there years ago.
So Sign, Roots, and Legend of the Twilight Bracelet.
Sounds about
ring a
right.
bell?
I did not understand anything at all about them. But I did watch them.
The anime for Dot Hack Sign is up there as one of my favorite animes, but it's absolutely totally nonsense unless you know a whole lot more. But Legend of the Twilight Bracelet was it was the one which had the two players who got the avatars that looked like kid versions of the main characters from the GU series. And they were also siblings, and they were also separated at a young age. And then also there was, the weird,
There,
the thing that happens in Sword Art Online, yeah, that happens in Legend of the Twilight Bracelet. You know, that thing.
there was more to this place. I hope I am not about to unveil an eldritch horror. Okay, nothing there. Oh. Well, I didn't really find anything else here, but...
I also really appreciate the music of Dot Hack.
Oh?
Yeah, like the opener for Dot Hack Roots was it was I forget what it's called, but I believe the artist was Godiva. And it opens up with basically like an opera singer doing a staccato sound to a violin, and then it just drops into a hard rock song. Oh yeah, I used to have a lot of the GU soundtrack just playing on loop on my computer whenever I would sleep.
Alright, looks like there's no other sarcophagi here, so we need one more. We'll make it out of limestone, sure.
See, the other campaign that I keep memeing about is Neopets. Just because I think it's funny to recommend it to Zim, who has apparently no interest in Neopets at all, ever.
I know apparently everybody else failed here, so just go finish that. Be a good boy. So Blue Bat, when are we gonna get you to run a campaign then?
What was Blue Bat the one that keeps talking about the Ori campaign,
No, that
or was
is
that
Riley.
Riley? Okay. I mean, an Ori campaign would go pretty hard too. Playing as Spirit Guardians would be great.
Okay, I am really getting concerned now. We have 32 shamblers on this map right now, it seems. And more just keep wandering in. Okay, definitely don't do that again. I almost, caused it to break. No thank you, Guru. No thank you.
Blue Bat, tell me about some of your campaign ideas. I want to hear them.
I know I've got ideas for other campaigns myself. Like, one I've got in mind is, everybody in the party is playing as a Pokemon. Or Digimon, it could be rather interchangeable. But they are all connected to one person, one trainer or tamer. As for, you know, story beyond that, I haven't decided much, but...
I'm of the opinion that when it comes to tabletop games, it's better to get the concept and overall flow of the uniqueness of the campaign down, because the story itself, I mean, first of all, no story survives contact with the players. Second of all, because you have so many people partaking in the story overall, it's better to have simpler stories so that the story itself doesn't get bogged down when you start having to add in the complexities of what the characters are also bringing, because
Exactly.
the characters are what brings a lot of the spice to the story.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I see Superstar Saga in there. Great, a Mario and Luigi campaign.
Alright. And we've got this big kitchen thing that I want to build. The large stove. Is that everyone? Looks like it. Please do not be wandering into anything. As somebody almost wanders straight in, through the door into potential danger. Seriously, colonists. Wait, where are all the survival meals I had you bring? Whatever. Oh no. Woo! Evaded! Oh, Mala came in. Mala was bringing in the meals and just lagging behind everybody. Because of course. That is definitely a unique one there, Blue Bat.
I too would describe Sweden as such.
Oh crap. Ido, get out of here. He just took a nasty explosion to the face. But he's still alive. And that's important. Oh, there's a turret over there that got reprogrammed. Excellent. Hack that. You all
See, a
line up
Persona
in there.
campaign would work great too.
A what would work great?
Persona.
I'm not familiar with Persona.
So, Zim, do you want to play a 300-hour RPG for your stream?
No. I can barely get time to play the 20-hour RPGs that I've got.
But see, you could play through Persona 3, 4, and 5, and then we could introduce you into the greater Shin Megami Tensei series, which would be another 3,000 hours of RPGs.
No. I have plenty of time without destroying my streams with story games. Because unfortunately, as popular as story-based games may be, people don't watch them.
I mean, it depends. I think there would be some amount of hype around like Danganronpa,
The
at least
hype,
at first.
yeah, that's the way it works, is that the hype dies really fast.
Well, Danganronpa is it's short enough that like it would probably only take you like, I don't know, 3 streams of it, maybe 4 of it to complete it.
Either way, it is an unfortunate fact about streaming that, in general, story-based games just don't do well, everyone.
I mean, what does best for streaming is being a reaction content kind of guy, where all you do is just watch the content that other people put out and react to it.
You know, the sad part is, my most well-performing video on YouTube is the B. Dylan Hollis React one. As much as I wish it, you know, I had other things that were performing as well, or even half as well.
I mean, it's just the sad part of the state of content creation right now. Because what happens is people will find content that they really like, and they really, really like it, so they want more of it. But the person that's creating that content isn't making more of it. But they can vicariously get more of it if they watch other people react to that same content. So that way they get to rewatch it and enjoy it as if it's a new video.
Yeah. But also my tabletop games.
I mean, your tabletop games are awesome, but you have to admit there's a lot of investment in watching it.
Yeah.
Or need I remind you about my spreadsheet?
Well, I don't want... Okay, I do want people to watch every single one of them. However, I don't expect that to happen.
You do want people to watch all of it, and yet my spreadsheet suggests a different story zone.
What do you mean?
You somehow bend the forces of space and time to produce more tabletop content per day than there are hours in a day. It's so fascinating.
What?
You bend space and time to produce more tabletop content than there is time to watch that tabletop content.
How? I don't get it.
The amount of tabletop... Never mind. I'm making a science joke.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't get it.
I was saying the volume of your tabletops is so large that it's starting to produce a black hole-like effect around the fabric of space and time, such that the more you produce, the more you are making content that literally there's not enough time in the world to watch it.
Oh.
And eventually there's going to be so much of it that you're actually producing more content than can be watched in the entire heat death of the universe, such that the only way that you can actually consume all of this content is to go to the restaurant at the end of the universe.
Seda, why are you laying on top of a Navali corpse? Seda, let's just move you out of there.
Hold on, I'm gonna DM that to Zeta right now.
I think I should make that a quote.
Anyway, joking aside, yeah, like it is difficult to stay caught up. Like, I still haven't achieved the accomplishment of watching all of the tabletops, and at this point, I'm fairly certain that no one else has. Considering that there were a couple that sadly had 0 views when I got to them. At least the modern ones, it's easier to jump into like random episodes thanks to the recap and introductions and all of that. But like, it's definitely still just a niche space. And then on top of all of that, for it being a niche space, it's also still more difficult to produce than just watching some slop on YouTube and reacting to it.
Yes, yes it is.
I can highly recommend the Rooms and Reptiles playlist. There's some technical difficulties early on because that was early when Zem was streaming, but it holds up very well. It's a fantastic UK.
Aww. Oh boy, a defoliator ship. It's a real good thing I'm planning to leave this area very soon. Because I am tired of all of these shamblers showing up, and that now. We're just gonna skedaddle. Yes, Rooms and Reptiles. It was one of our D&D campaigns where the premise of it was we were all kobolds. And then we decided to kind of take the story away from the DM and go do our own thing. Yes, it is Guru. Well, technically, Eric's predates that campaign, but I was playing him in the organized play thing, Adventures League, or whatever they called it. Alright, we need to research condiments. Let's go ahead and take a break from the big research for something simple. As well as all these other things. Because we're getting a lot of complaints from our colonists about lack of variety of food. So we need to spread our repertoire. Sure, there's somebody without a spine, but they could live with that for a little longer, right? Meow Mix is making actual music. That apparently you can share with your cat? What? Bluebat, while I appreciate you want to go watch the sunrise, I would like to get out of here, please, so finish that up. Now you can go watch the sunrise if you want.
But the sunrise was over once it was finished up.
Aw, okay. Sleep well, Key.
No, Key, I want to hear about this.
I want to as well. You're not the only one. Key, would you please stop dropping your gun in the shower?
Well, you know what they say about being in the shower. Don't pick up the gun if it gets dropped.
You were laughing too much. I did not understand that.
Oops, I dropped my gun. If only someone could bend over and pick it up. Conveniently here in the shower.
Oh, I see. Pat, pat. And Whiskers is back. Yay!
You can go to bed. It's okay.
I mean, he did join. Yes, I want to hear. If you're talking, Key, we're not hearing you. But your icon is showing, or was showing, green. Yeah, still not hearing you.
That would be because I accidentally pressed my mute microphone button on my laptop.
Oh. Well, now I can hear you.
And as I was saying, Raijin, but your cries, they were so plaintive.
I'm a sucker for Oracle cards. What can I say?
And I've been trying to find a right way to surprise you because I've been working on this idea for the past week, and I actually have a card base I can show you.
Okay, well, first of all, I do have to make the comments. You put yourself in this position by teasing it while saying you're trying to go to bed.
I'm fully aware I'm not going to be here very long. simple premise is there is a card or 2 cards for each of the scar affinities. And I already have... Oh shoot, I should have grabbed my notes. I already have names for what each side and or like the positive and negative card would be. If you want to put it in the most basic terms. Remember, I'm very tired. There are better ways to word this. And the idea is that you would use these kind of like regular Oracle cards. Except, you know, they have the scar stuff. Well, Guru, they can't be tarot cards because they don't exactly follow the same format as tarot. That is why they are Oracle cards. Let me grab the notes since I'm already here. Well, I hadn't really heard the term either until recently.
Yeah, I've got no idea what it is, but I'm always interested in what he's got cooking.
I mean, you could also call it a diviner's deck. I have not been able to decide if it should just be 16 cards, and just it depends on which way you draw them. I've always found that to be very awkward with regular tarot, because the way I shuffle things, they would almost never come up reversed. I find it very weird to shuffle a deck in that manner. Also, it's a little bit harder if, say, you're using Tabletop Simulator to induce right side up or reverse. Thus, having 2 cards for each element. I tried to make each one as distinct as possible, and I can run through the names of each card, but, well, I mean, that is a way to do it, Garu. But again, remember, like, tired. I mean, it's fine if you draw the same element twice. If you do it in a 3-card reading, depending on what the focus of the 3-card reading is, drawing the same element twice, either in a row or just in the reading in general, isn't a problem. Let's use an example. For the basic element, well, some of them might become contradictory, but their meanings are different enough that it's possible to extrapolate something from it. Like, for the basic affinity, the cards we have are Journey and Mundanity. And Journey is a card of new experiences, beginnings, ambition, and personal growth, whereas Mundanity is about contentment, stagnation, boredom or lack of drive, the status quo. You could draw both of those and get a reading. And depending on the order you draw them, they could be a very different reading. And to humor Guru, Like, if you were to draw a card that purely meant luck and a card that purely meant misfortune, depending on the order they are drawn and the type of reading that you are doing, both of those could result in a very different reading. If you drew misfortune and then luck, that could be a reading that means that you're going to experience some amount of misfortune or hardship leading into a string of luck or a reversal of fortune. And the opposite can be true if you get luck first and then misfortune second. It could mean that currently you are at a high point and that you are going to, at least in the immediate future, or have recently experienced a good amount of luck, but in the future that will reverse and you are destined to suffer some sort of misfortune or ill occurrence.
I drew luck first because he is here, but I will soon draw misfortune because he will be leaving for bed.
Yes, that is the simplest way to put it.
Oh, I wasn't making an example.
Pat the Raijin. But I do have a card base that I can send you to look at eventually. There are stand-in shapes in the corners because the intent is that the appropriate scar element symbol will be in the corners for the card. And then we can figure out what we want for a backing, I guess.
I've got some ideas for that.
Ooh, yay. But my only idea was to have a relatively plain backing and having the Scar logo on it. I'm not sure what to do with the art necessarily, but that feels like a future problem.
Yeah, that's a future thing. But otherwise, what's the idea? Like, how's it gonna work?
Well, you would shuffle it like you would a normal diviner's deck. And then it would depend on the kind of reading that you're looking for. Like, the most basic reading I'm thinking of is a 3-card reading. It can be past, present, future. It could be something for, like, the next 3 days. Essentially, the person asks the question, and you draw cards that will associate with that question. Which is, again, very similar to how standard tarot readings work. And I'm sure if we want to, we can come up with other ways to utilize this. I'm just not certain how as yet. I'm sure if we wanted to, like, include this for any reason in Scar, like, officially for some mechanical reason, we could come up with a way to include it.
So Zem, I want a Scar horoscope. Wow, I caused E to deflate.
Why would you do this, Raijin? No, Blue Bat. The expansion pack is when you get all the things that would account as minor arcana, where they're all cards that are a mix of 2 different affinities. Can you imagine how many cards that would be? Guess who's not going to be making that?
Yeah.
There's a reason I stuck to the main affinities.
But yeah, you were saying that you draw a card and like how does it function?
Well, it functions like a standard diviner's deck. Are you familiar at all with Tarot?
Not really?
Okay, so there's a bunch of different types of readings that can be done with Tarot, and it it can depend on the question that you're asking, or if you're trying to get a general reading on what kind of drawing that you're going to do. The standard one is 3 cards laid out in a horizontal line, if I recall correctly, and it's the past, the present, and the future. With 1 card drawn to represent the past or past events, the 1 card drawn for present or current events, and 1 card drawn to represent future events, usually those of near future and near past, respectively, for the ones that you draw for. Another thing that can be done is you can have the person asking the question draw a card, which is then shuffled back into the deck, and that is a card that represents them. And if it appears in the reading, that card is especially significant.
Okay.
You can also do simpler readings, where it's like somebody is asking a question or seeking advice, and you could draw 1, maybe 2 cards, depending on the subject. You know, they asking a question, like you draw a card that's supposed to advise the person asking how they're meant to approach it or how best to approach it. And, you know, the second card might be the potential outcome or consequences. And there's other readings. I know that there's one that's like, I forget how many cards there are. I think it's a wheel of like 10 cards that's supposed to be a prediction for the entire year, and you're supposed to do it on your birthday specifically. But that's like one of the more out there ones.
There's 136 pairings, by the way. So good luck, Keith.
No, thank you. Not gonna happen. Sticking to the main ones. The only affinities I will add, by the way, that I have not done cards for are the 3 outlier affinities that don't generally get used, the ones that are outside the usual chart.
Oh,
What is it?
Pure, mortal, and corrupt?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are really just a storyteller. If you want to have this, here you go, but otherwise.
Yeah. And like the cards and meanings I've come up with can be like altered or modified. They're not, you know, end all be all. This is just what I've come up with. Chipping away at this for a week during my lunch breaks.
So just for my own curiosity, what would you do for a fire lightning one?
Fire lightning?
Or rather, fire electric?
Oh, fire electric. Why must you ask my tired brain these questions?
Because it's fun.
Why did you have to pick a difficult combination?
It's because it's inventory week, Key, and I need something to alleviate my suffering. Why do you think I went on an hour-long Kingdom Hearts rant earlier?
My inventory is on the 25th, so I sympathize. I feel like the combination card for fire and electricity, in spite of being a minor card, would be one of immense destructive capability, but also great energy and momentum. Because fire and electricity, while inherently destructive, are not necessarily so if they are put into a controlled environment.
Well, some good luck.
With what?
What?
What am I needing
Because
luck
fire
with?
electric.
I'm confused.
I am too.
Because Zim, the only Scar Affinity merch I have purchased has been for fire type and electric type.
The only... Oh, the merch? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Well, here's the thing. Part of the reason I say it's of great energy and momentum is that once you get a fire going, once electricity is going, it can keep going. But when it stops, it is very hard to get that started back up again. You know, like if you get art block. But when you're in the zone, you can just keep going and going and going, and oh, look at the time, you should be asleep.
Mwah, the Raijin.
Mwah.
Adorable.
I know he is, but he keeps denying it.
Oh, I was talking about you, Regin.
What?
Anyway, I can rattle off the names of the cards that I've got down.
Yeah, go for it.
For basic, we've already heard those. That's Journey and Mundanity. For Astral, it's the Path of Stars and the Empty Corridor. For Mythic, it's the Legend and the False Idol. For Electric, it is Storm and Impulse. Wind is the Gentle Breeze and the Howling Gale. Fire is Passions and Kindling. Water is the Winding River and the Rapacious Flood. Earth is the Mountain and the Fisher. Metal is Alloyed Panoply and Rusting Heirloom. Sonic is the Symphony and the Hush. Nature is Reclamation and the Bramble Thicket. Poison is, unimaginatively enough, Venom and Antidote. Light is Benediction and Tyranny. Shadow is Corruption and Rebellion. Psionic is the Open Mind and the Warded Palace. And finally, Necrotic is Slumber Eternal and Restless Waking.
Necrotic being restless waking just like gave me the idea of an undead creature like Haboku just like rising out of his coffin and being like, "Someone turn that light off."
Yes.
Oh yeah. If you listened at all to my short shot for Monster Hunter originally, the implication, if it was not outright said, is that in that setting, monsters generally consider death to be, like final sleep, and undead are literally the restless waking spirits. The general view is that death is not really this terrifying thing, it's just a well-earned slumber.
Death is a big buff wolf.
They can be that too, yes. But yeah, the keywords and phrases I have for restless waking are anxiousness, lingering attachment, insomnia, and undeath. And to
Also,
answer,
I couldn't pay much attention to the Monster Hunter short shot because I was just too enamored with your voice key.
Deserved.
flail. But to answer Guru, yes, I do have Psionic. Psionic is the open mind in the Warded Palace. Let me pull that note up here. The open mind is the card of knowledge, learning, mutable thought, and vulnerability. Whereas the Warded Palace is ignorance, heightened defenses, wariness, and xenophobia. Yes, Warded Palace. If you have heard the term Mind Palace before, it should make sense. Persona 5 did not originate the Mind Palace idea. It just took it and ran with it real hard. Are there any affinities you wanted me to go a little more in depth about before I go pass out? Because it's now 1
Necrotic.
a.m. Alright. Well, the other half of Necrotic is Slumber Eternal, which is fittingly lasting respite, death, dreams, and undisturbed sleep.
Okay.
Slumber Eternal is the well-earned rest for the weary, one that is meant to be protected and undisturbed. Generally, this could mean the end of a journey, potentially, or at the very least, a well-earned respite after hardship. But of course, depending on how it's drawn and the circumstance or context, it could indeed mean that there is death in the near future, or perhaps even death in the past. but usually with Slumber Eternal, such death is of the more peaceful variety. Alright, let me pull up Shadow since people aren't so sure about Shadow. So under Shadow we have Corruption. Corruption is purity lost, plans gone awry, deliberate misfortune, and inevitable and often unwelcome change. Corruption is the twisting of things that are, often into unrecognizability. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but an unwelcome change may still be an important one. Rebellion, however, is the destruction of the status quo, an internal unrest. It is a card of community and a call to action. A rebellion does not generally occur without a source of discontent, and usually it causes the community to band together in a uniting cause.
Ah, crap. Some of the entities are escaping.
This is why you shouldn't be pretending to be the SCP Foundation.
Yeah.
Pat. And Blue Bat's right. That is a through line between both light and shadow. Both of them can blind in appropriate intensities. What about you, Regin? Was there an affinity you wanted to hear?
I mean, I already asked about fire electric, so I'm satisfied. Unless you want to talk more about fire on its own or electric on its own.
Oh, I thought you were just asking about, like, if we made, like, the combo card. Nah at you. Yeah.
Well, that is what I was asking. But if you want to talk about them on their own, that's cool too.
Well, for electric, we have the storm first, which is sudden, violent change. It can be misfortune, a passing danger, and forces beyond one's control. A storm is generally not a permanent thing, it's transient. Eventually, a storm, the misfortune, or a danger will pass. But it's not necessarily something that you can control or influence. On the flip side, you have the impulse, which is recklessness, temptations, thoughtless acts, instinct, and personal want. Generally speaking, the impulse is a more internalized card as opposed to the storm's external.
This stupid Revenant is not getting away. There we go.
Good. Revenant be gone.
Capture the spine.
You can capture its spine.
That's how you actually capture it, yeah. When it dies, it leaves behind its spine, and then you take the spine back and it regenerates around the spine.
Oh! Okay, I was about to ask, does it regenerate around its spine like a lich or something? And it does! Cool!
Uh-huh.
That's not horrifying at all.
But for the stream side of things, I think we are done for the night. Whiskers is finished for the evening. So, thank you everybody for joining us today for a very long stream of RimWorld. And more RimWorld. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by grabbing some merch over at zgfgaming.store, coming by and hanging out, or commissioning one of the artists that I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.